Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Battle started.
So, I wanted to play with some barbarians. Some allies, some bad guys, and just see, yeah, look, try out some aggressive gameplay really. I wanted to just mess about and not try and do it in like an online lobby with other people playing, right? So I figured, okay, I'll just do my usual sort of start, which is my two mexes, windmills if there's decent win, third mex, and lab of one's choosing. And the replay speed is still bad, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna up that bad boy. Here we have it. So, from the title of the video, as you may be able to tell, the AI bubble. So let's look at our AI. Compatriots. I mean, they spawned really close to each other, and this is as kind of strange, or maybe it's not. I mean, other games where I've played, usually with the good Dr. Urano, and we have AI teammates, I mean, they do, you know, spread out a little bit more sensibly. Maybe it's because in this particular map, and this is a really cool looking map, by the way, really good looking map, beautiful. Maybe it's because the sort of recommended starts that you see in other maps like Glitters and, you know, Supreme and things like that, this one doesn't have them, or doesn't have them yet. So maybe the AI kind of relies on those. Wow, look at this little micro. It's Mad Max. What a menace. I mean, the planes can't catch him up. No, it's not Mad Max. It's Tron, isn't it? It's just missing the little light bar. Oh, this is quite cool, man. I mean, he survived all of that and found himself in the back line. So look, at this point the AI is actually doing really well in terms of harassment, getting off some early wins there. Really good. I mean, look, you can still see the Banshees. Are they still called Banshees? I can't remember. Yeah, Banshees were chasing them. Now they've got a bit more of a easier to catch target. If you look at me, look, I'm trying to get the mexes, and maybe it's me. Maybe I caused the misery for Dave. Good old Dave here. But I figured the AI would behave like he usually does, which is, you know, move forward, look to expand, and you know, if I take these mexes, Dave's got no reason to want to come back down here. He's, you know, I'm in a way, I'm ushering him or forcing him to go forward to claim front mexes. I mean, this does mean my melee economy, you know, isn't half bad. It's not bad at all, and I'm moving forwards. I mean, Kaiki, whatever that, however you pronounce it, is going to be ever so slightly isolated because, you know, for the squad to come and help him, they've got to navigate this giant mountain, which isn't going to be easy. So as I move forward, I'm just building up LLTs because I figured, look, Dave is not really expanding as much as I thought he would, and I don't want to get caught off guard. So yeah, as much security I can put around all of this, I'm gonna try to do it, because my whole objective is I just want to, you know, hammerhead forward. I just don't want any nasty surprises from the north there. The base itself, I think, is looking good. I'm creating crossbows, which quite a few of them actually, because I figured air is going to be a factor. I know the barbarians are getting flight happy. Last few times I've played with them, that's a good push. Now, I don't want to commit many forces because I might get outgunned. I figured if I keep the pawns here, if they come at me, at least I've got an LLT to back them. There's an LLT there. Well, I try, but nope. Gotta be careful of the engagements that I go in. He's abandoning ship. Oh dear, oh dear. One of the things I'm trying to improve on this is base management, with me ensuring that I'm pushing forward and progressing, trying to get some map control. Yeah, see, look, these bunts are gonna be a problem. But I feel as though with my placements of LLTs, even the AI knows that look, they can't commit the grants as much as they would like. But it does mean I can't just go in and you know, this is where I really wanted to get to. That was the golden destination. That's where I really wanted to be with my army. Let's see how our northern allies doing. See, I say he Kai, you know, light blue. He's playing more like a traditional barbarian AI. I mean, he's expanding out. He's getting big. Trying to, you know, get map control. This looks a lot more, yeah, a lot more orthodox. With barbarians, there's always so much going on. Like, there's always like these sneaky plays. Pinsar. Good work, scared him off. Important AI. Yeah, come on, man. Like, what's this guy doing? He's got some units there. That's good. But again, he's not really expanding. I mean, what you're seeing is he's going up to where the light blue AI player is, which isn't what I was hoping he would do. I was hoping he'd kind of punch forward. I suppose that he's got this in the way, but you know, at least try and test that, or at least help Dave, big man Dave. I've got my ticks and a mace here, sending some units to help, and I managed to do what I wanted to do. I at least got here, and I figured, okay, if I get these maxes, this is a lot of metal that I'm keeping away from the enemy. Sending in some units over here. Maces are pretty tough. They can certainly fight the LLTs a lot more efficiently than pawns, for sure. So I'm feeling pretty good of myself. But I'm still aware that the enemy isn't defeated at all, right? Because you know I feel like they've got the airways over us. So that's something that I've got to keep in mind. So I can't just build LLTs and move forward. I have to keep building, you know, anti-AU buildings. See what I mean? And the thing with the commander, he can only build the nettle. He doesn't really have any other anti-air things that he can make. I was lacking here with my unit control, man. I let these guys get the jump on me, which isn't good. LLT is up. I figured, you know, the high ground would have given it a little bit more of a boost in terms of its range. But I suppose that's probably, I don't know. Is that only for plasma? Based weapons? I don't know. I figured it was for everything. Okay. Gotta be really careful now. That's a significant force. That can kill a commander, for sure. So moving my com back. They're gonna overrun me. I don't know what I was thinking. I think the habits of thinking you're in a you're in a player versus player game is still there. But I don't know. Is the AI smart enough to know that, look, if you're pinging that you might be in trouble and they'll try and send reinforcements? Unsure. However, This is a strong army. So I'm calling units back here. Honestly, it's these Centurions, because they can take such a beating. They've got excellent armor. I've got a tier 1, tier 2 unit up now as well. But I needed to utilize its range over the Centurion a lot better than what I just did there. I mean, I just had the unit go up and do nothing except eat shots. Okay, allies sent some thugs, which is nice. I mean, this is a lot of bodies, but we can reclaim that. My commander's just there, scared, wondering what happened. That's a good kill. So if this mech was a high value mech, if I do recall, I need to get that back up. Don't want to lose that. I played a game with Dr. Orano recently, and he had a theory. His theory was that the ally AI purposely plays a little less aggressively than the enemy AI, even though they might be set to the same settings, because they want you as the player to take more of a leading role. You know, top billing, as they would say in show business. What do you guys think to that theory? I mean, looking at this game, there might be some truth in it. Looking at Dave and you know, this lime color green fellow, but then again, look, actually, you know, it's fighting. It's just they feel like random skirmishes rather than a coordinated assault. This yellow army is still a it's a problem for me still. I know what you guys are thinking, because I'm thinking of it right now as well. Lack of radar. I did build a perimeter camera thinking this would help. I don't think the perimeter camera gives you as much vision as you would think. Radars over perimeter cameras, what do you guys reckon? Look at this slide demon. Resurrecting the bodies, man. Going in, trying to reclaim all of this as well, why not? Look at the base, this is what it's looking like. Because, you know, getting all these mexes up in the front, didn't have to eat up my tier 1 lab. Oh my god. Tick's doing well to hold the line. But all of this might be a little bit too much. I mean, trying to defend the top, having fights down here as well, which is what I was intending to have my disagreements with the enemy with, right? This is where I figured I'd be making my plays. Oh, what a shot! That sniper bot is a problem. You gotta keep in mind, any new players watching this particular game, Commander cannot build radar jammers. So this is why, you know, you might think that, okay, when you're in a tier 2 economy or building tier 2 units, what good are these tier 1s? They still are. I mean, tier 2 constructors, they can't build nanos, rightly or wrongly. And also, I mean, as long as you have them around, at least they can build jammers. If I had a jammer here, this sniper bot, sharpshooter, he wouldn't have had any chance to hurt me like this. I figured I needed another lab, and that's what I was trying to do, but No. Banshee's had another idea. Yeah, if that Nettle was still around, this wouldn't have been such a problem, but... what a play. What a play by the Barbarians. I thought you could D-gun gunships. But I couldn't. Look, bombers are coming in. They're flying in now as well. So I'm a little bit overexposed. And the moment I start building with the commander, he's going to come off cloak, and it's going to be the end of his dance. So I figured, look, they won this battle for sure. But at some point, I can regroup, and all this will be mine once more. So it looks like the AI just wanted to fight up here. See, that's Dave, no? Yeah, even Dave's got units up here. So they've got units just, I don't know, loitering around, but they're not pushing to even, like, I don't know, try and kill off this lab, which is a real shame. Where's that killer instinct? Okay, nice to see they made some AA units. Oh, they shoot. Oh, they're seeing dots. Guys, another thing I've noticed more recently is if you select, let's say, look like this, a whole group of units, it's selecting the fighting force, and it doesn't select builders and constructors. That's normal, I get that, but it no longer selects the raider bot or the raider jammer. Why is that? Why? I mean, it never used to do that a few weeks ago. What's changed? What has changed? I mean, this recording, this match, it was played before the season 3 update. So I don't understand. I don't get what's the deal with that. So I had to select these two units separately, and I had them guard like one of the hounds. But that's really annoying. See, look, you see what I mean? That's just daft. Like, again, I understand why you wouldn't want constructors to be included, but why not these two? Don't get that. And if that's a new thing, if that's something that, you know, more experienced RTS players wanted and is a better thing, cool, that's fine. But how do you ensure that these are selected when you? I mean, you have to do that. Control? Nope, that don't do nothing. Alt? Nope, that don't do nothing. Shift? Oh, maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah, but look, then you still pick up like your commander or whatever. Shift does everything. Yeah, see, look, I don't want that, man. I preferred how it used to be, where it would just be your attacking units and the raider jammer, the raider bot. This looks like a nice army. This is a lot better to see. But they don't really, like, they've had vision on this for a while, but they're not pulling the trigger on it. Bombers coming in. They took out my ticks easily, easy peasy. Beamers ain't too bad with anti-air, to be honest. Chainsaws are fantastic if you can build them. Yeah, this is nice. Now we're going to put some hurt on them. But it's the airplane, man. That's still giving me problems. This is not looking good for me. The King Stout. Ooh, that was a big hit. They've got their own fat boy now. I do have a pit bull, so that's good. That's gonna do some serious damage. I'm scared of this fat boy. Oh, okay, nice. It went for that one target that I don't care about.
Destroyed.
My hounds should eat him up. Yeah. So look, in large numbers, hounds can still do a decent amount of damage. I just wish they had the Gauss cannon back. And I reckon, you know, had I been a betting man, I reckon in the season 3 update, the poor hound still isn't gonna have his Gauss cannon back. That's gonna be real sad. I'm getting an army together now, so I'm gonna go for a push. I know I can't. Like it's gonna be a matter of time before they take all of this over, and I won't be able to hold it because I just can't manage playing on 2 fronts. I'm not that good of a player, so I need to really take the enemy out. If you see here, look, the enemy AIs push back allies, the allied forces. They're scaring them off. Pop up cannons. They're making a significant push, the enemy team. See, look, because these 2 jokers, their bases were right next to each other, it was only going to happen, man. You know, when one falls, highly likely the second one would fall as well. And
Commander
that's what we see.
Destroyed.
Oof. Lost his head.
Commander destroyed.
Double kill. This is an unstoppable force. Oh, look how many Janices. Crazy. And now with that happening, look, that's left my side completely exposed. I figure, look, it's now or never, man. I'm gonna have to at least get some movement. We know that sound. That's a sniper. Look at this. They got a bunch of fat boys. They're going for an experimental gantry. Gotta hide behind any structures that I can to avoid that pulsar.
Commander destroyed.
Shot, but I lost a chunk of my army. Right. No point trying to just fight a beam turret. I need to move up. Yellow, but then again, you just don't know how many bases the the enemy team could have. I do think this was probably primary base. Fat Boy should protect this army, keep him alive for a little while at least. Nice, I felt good about that. However, that was gonna be a problem. So look, homies are dead, and the enemy, they've pretty much got these this lane pathway, whatever you want to call it, is theirs. That means these corpses are going to be theirs. You know, he is kind of isolated now. He's been pushed back to this little corner. My base is getting battered. Beat. Sending an army back to try and hold. To try and get back some respect. That sounded like a really heavy shot. Thankfully, I do have this chainsaw here, so, you know, attempts at trying to do these bombing runs hopefully will not be successful. I'm trying to share some constructors with Dave and the other AI that just got beat like there was no tomorrow. See, look, and I was hoping that they would, you know, try and get them back into the game. I shared a few more because I thought, look, man, there's still an opportunity for us to win. Because I made a decent push over here, so you know it could be okay. I'm trying to res my my army, but here's another thing that I noticed: when the res bots res, they're not healing the units like they used to as well. So I don't understand what's happened. I don't like this. What's the point raising, you know, resing an army that's gonna take one hit and they're gonna die? It doesn't make any sense. So again, you know, anyone new that's watching, what am I talking about? Normally with the Lazarus or you know grave robbers, when they res, they also look to bring that unit that they resurrected back to full health before moving on to the next unit to resurrect. But now it just looks like they just res it, and you know, I don't know, man. I just don't like, see what I mean? Like before you could have just given them a command, a resurrection command, and they would have just done it, and it's nice, easy, quality of life thing, you know, you don't have to worry about it
Commander
anymore.
destroyed.
But now it's just yeah, it's just more work, man. It's just more work for no reason. I figure, look, I want to try and I can't allow them to build bases near me, being this too close to me. So I gotta kick them away. I gotta get them out of here. Sending in an army to do so. You see how quickly they can build a significant, you know, foothold. Scary stuff, man. But they're not unstoppable. They're not unbeatable. Even with just hounds, I mean, this isn't like a composition of a nice mix, a strong mix of units that complement each other. But I'm still able to do a hell of a lot of damage, able to cut through them. So this is my two-pronged attack. Whilst I was hoping we could just cut through those hounds here, a rendezvous. These units were moving up here to move here. You know, as you saw from the hounds, they were moving up this way. That was the whole idea. I wanted to sandwich the enemy into the middle. The thinking behind all this was to try and get enough time to win some time, so the squad mates can get back onto their feet. But that means I've committed all my forces that were down here, so I'm not holding the east corner anymore. They're still coming in for them sly little runs, man. Atomic. That's gonna be worrying, because that could tank a bunch of shots. Okay, my pawns are getting hit, but you know what? If he keeps these gunships busy, going after my pawns, I'm okay with that. I'm really committed into these hounds, but I do have some, I was going to call them zoo spots, wielders in the mix as well. Yeah. Allied squad isn't doing hot. I mean, they've been pushed back a lot. I mean, look, tier 1, man. He's hoping to, it's all tier 1. Yes, okay, tier 2 lab is here, but that's not enough build power, man. That's not going to be enough to really... I shared some wind turbines with war tents. Some mexes. Man, there's an army just waiting for us in the shadows there. Another push is on its way. I think this is really bad of me. I shouldn't have done this. I should have kept them back down here. Utilized their range. This is putting the work, man. 34 kills. Rattlesnake. Really, really good. 3 kills. No, not as great. Starlights. These are just going to pick off my units one by one. Gotta get into the big leagues. Fool. What on earth is this? Destruction bot wreckage. Ah, man, that's sad. Allied forces are just getting beat. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up a fair bit. Because I can't quite recall how long this went for. Because I was determined. I had a lot of hope. I was on hopium for sure. I was thinking, man, look, it's gotta work. And I had enabled these funky looking units. This is actually a pretty cool unit. Like I've used these in other games, and they're not bad. They're not bad at all. I just wish the design was a little bit more like creative than just a Razorback with you know, a coat hanger for shoulders. You know what I mean? Rattlesnake putting the work. I forgot just how great these artillery cannons are. And this game has reminded me of just how good they are. I'm anti-nuked up. Oh, I did have one around here. It must have been taken out. Oh, I had. Resurrecting my fusion reactors. Need to do that. No point eating them. I need the energy. Melted, man. Yeah, look at that firepower. Looks really cool. Figured, you know, it's hard to push on the enemy, right? But if I can get a good stranglehold, a good foothold, I might be alright, man. Make enough of these LRPCs, and maybe I can effectively use them as lol cannons. Maybe. A simulator, yeah, amphibious battle mech. For those of you who are interested, these are its stats. Yeah, weapon scav. Rapid fire plasma gun, nice. Nice. No anti-air though, keep that in mind. But it can go in water, something that the Razorback can't do. Oh, AI is finally making some sort of a play. Or maybe not. LRPC rounds. That looked big and bad. In fact, what's the map looking like? I mean, look at this, man. That is so bad. My original base, gone. Finito.
Battle paused.
I wonder why it's saying that. Yeah, it was at that point, I think when the base died, I was like, that's it. It's over. GG's. And it went into battle pause. Yeah, because I think I resigned and that was it. So yeah, man, I mean, the game's gone out in a whimper, but yeah, AI looking a little bit weak. I think there's some interesting behaviors of the game, like the resurrecting units, not putting them back to full health, not being able to select the radar and the jammer when you're selecting your fighting units. Yeah, man, I don't know. I hope these things improve for season 3. And yeah, guys, I just thought you might enjoy this game. I know it was nothing exciting, but hey, look, I wanted to make a particular type of play, wanted to push forward, and the AI got flatlined. Alright, guys, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Peace.